Hi, welcome to Film Stash. My name is Douglas Campbell. Tell me if you've heard of this film before. A man trapped in a claustrophobic vessel must venture into the unknown to save a dying universe. You're probably thinking Iron Lung. Nope! Today we're talking about Project Hail Mary, the latest film from Phil Lord and Chris Miller, starring Ryan Gosling, based on the novel by Andy Weir. And look, I'm not gonna lie, the trailer, they didn't do much for me. I had a big headache all day leading up to the movie. I was seeing this at 9 p.m., which that was almost too much for me because I'm old. Everything was working against it in my mind, but it quickly won me over. I was genuinely surprised how good this movie was. The film follows Gosling's character named Grace, who is sent on a one-way mission to stop a space virus that is killing the stars. You know, like fun, light, fluffy stuff. On paper, this concept is bleak. This is like such a depressing idea. But weirdly enough, it's one of the most uplifting movies I've seen so far in 2026. I could gush about Project Hail Mary all day, but I won't because, you know, I'm a professional. We've seen this premise before. Hell, we've seen it even this year. But I think what makes this movie like so great, it really balances those tones. The movie takes itself seriously, but it's never too overly cynical, and it's really easy to write these characters very cynically because the situation, I think it could demand it. But by writing them to be so earnest and sincere, and them all working towards this common goal, there's this feeling of optimism and positivity in this dire situation that just, it really endears me to everybody in this cast. And a lot of that comes from Lord and Miller's direction, which we've seen in the past. It comes from Drew Goddard's writing. These guys know how to balance seriousness and humor without making it so dark like a Zack Snyder superhero movie or a Marvel quip machine. And similar to Iron Lung, like this concept with how it is in outer space here and how claustrophobic this setting is, Ryan Gosling at the center of it, I think he truly brings this thing together. I really gotta stop doubting Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Every single project I've seen, when I see a trailer for their movie, there's a part of me that really doubts it. They prove me wrong almost every single time. It ends up being awesome. It really makes me so mad we never got to see their version of Solo. Now, here are some slight spoilers for the film, even though this guy's all over the marketing. This movie, like, despite being a little overly predictable in some ways, even though there are cliches, second that Rocky shows up, the headache I had all day up to that point, it went away. I was locked in, which is weird to say too, because I've complained about this type of thing before. They 100% Baby Yoda'd us. You know, you present a cute creature, and that's instant investment from the audience, you know, because the creature cute. Ever since The Mandalorian, it's a trope that's been used every single which way. It's such a lazy trope because it's there to sell toys, but they Baby Yoda'd us. It shouldn't have worked on me. It shouldn't have worked on me. Guys, it worked on me. I thought like I knew where this plot was going to go. To this film's credit, they take this concept and they really run with it. You see like two astronauts from different sides of the galaxy putting their differences aside and just working together. And you see the intricacies in how they try to communicate. All of this work put into developing their friendship. It's not just, oh, cute. It is genuinely inspiring, but also really sweet. They got me to care about a rock. Watch it. If this relationship between Rocky and Gosling didn't work, you would have had no movie. I think what struck me the most about this film is that this project, it felt like a response. Yes, I know that these ideas probably were tackled in the book when it was released in 2021, but I feel like this project has been a response to our modern cynical sentiments. We have been in this societal slump since 2020, and the message that's trying to push out, it's a really simple one, but I think a really important one. It's reminding us that despite our hardships, in this time of doom and gloom, we must keep hope in the face of annihilation. Like, it's absolutely easy to be cynical all the time. Just, you're not going to get anything from it. And I know what you're thinking. This message, it's super basic. It's super corny. I agree with you. I walked in with a headache. I completely get it. I can understand why people can dismiss it. I think the message at the center of it, it's so powerful. It got to me. It really got to me. I do want things to be more optimistic. I do put on that straight face every day to go out into the world, hoping for something positive. Kind of seeing a film that reaffirmed that optimism in a way that Hasn't happened since, I'd say, maybe Superman last year. It was nice to see. Now, there aren't a whole lot of complaints with this film. You could argue it's clunky in some ways. I guess your mileage varies on that. I do think some of the flashbacks that they do show before Ryan Gosling goes into space, it wasn't perfect all the time. You could have put them in any order and it probably would have had the same impact. And the ending itself, they Lord of the Rings it. Okay, this is the ending. Wait, no, this is the ending. I was so invested in these guys that, like Lord of the Rings, I didn't mind a long goodbye. I highly recommend this movie. If you were like me that had some doubts, I want you to take those preconceived notions, put them at the door, and just give this movie a shot. I was going back and forth between like a high 8 to 9. I think I'm just gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Like I really dug this movie, and I was not expecting to like this movie. So at the time of this recording, we just had the 2026 Oscars. You already know who won, who lost. It's a little early to start my predictions for the 2027 Oscars. I definitely think that Amazon is going to push this film hard, and I'm sure they're going to spam for nominations similar to how Disney is most famously with 2019's Lion King. Gosling is going to be nominated for Best Actor. You will definitely get a Best Adapted Screenplay nomination, probably for Drew Goddard. A director nomination, maybe. I could see it. Whether they increase the directors to 10 or just keep it at 5, we'll see. Cinematography is a big one. How they use the camera to capture just this uneasiness in space, but also the wonders of space. They do such a fantastic job. Hell, if I could, I'd give Rocky a supporting actor nomination. Definitely visual effects. How could you not nominate this thing for special effects? It is still really early, so we will definitely see. And if I'm wrong, we can revisit this in a year and laugh at me, or not. So what did you think of Project Hail Mary? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Did you read the book? Comment below, let me know. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Any help you can give my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I am so close to 500 subscribers, so if you haven't already, click that button below. Well, that's all the time we have for today here on Film Stash. My name is Douglas Campbell, and if you excuse me, I'm gonna add to the stash.